Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. Spawn on the south side as the Acid Rain Adder, we got Someguy44. Spawn on the top left side as the Noir Eclipse, we got Lovi. Or Sam as Noir Eclipse Sami, we got Lovi. Either way, this is a 3-base map, 1 airport. Both players do start with a black boat, provides some minor spotting, which can spot this base and anything that comes from the airport. However, you can break through pipe scenes, clean that up, and make better exits. So it's probably just generally best just use an artillery piece rather than trying to break through this pipe scene, allow a stealthy battlecopter or 3. Sami, of course, is the foot soldier specialist. Adder, of course, is a mobility specialist, so I'm not sure how this will go. Both players have a decent way to make infantry move faster with their powers and superpowers. Adder, of course, can more reliably use his ground vehicles. Sami does lose mine sense and firepower on all other units, but transports get +1 movement range, which is a very nice little extra bonus there. And Sami does pull out a tank next to the black boat, so it will be revealed. And Adder has to pull out an artillery piece here, and will be ranged in the black boat. Recon infantry and infantry. Mech infantry. Black boat gets struck. And we've got a tank here to deploy it out next to black boat, so it does get revealed. Though having a black or a tank revealed doesn't mean much. After all, your opponent, it's Advanced Wars. Your opponent's going to go for tanks. Tank recon infantry. Let's spot the recon over to the right side. Infantry, tank infantry. Strikes the infantry there. Tank infantry. And we'll strike the recon and we'll try to machine gun it down. At 1% health, so it's able to spot some stuff. Though won't be able to escape all too well. Anti-air tank infantry. It's always a good idea to go for an anti-air because you never know when your opponent may get out a battle copper, particularly since Adder quickly destroyed his opponent's black boat very quickly. Infantry anti-air recon. Picks off a good number of units there. And does strike the infantry there. Mech, artillery, and tank. Howdy. Adder does pop the side slip, so perhaps a lot of infantry units could be able to range his opponent. Does spot this property being captured. Of course, the Sami unit there, not as easy to interrupt. Takes out a mech there. And Sami does now have double time, which may be useful. Though it looks like next turn, maybe not so much. Tank, recon, infantry. And this pipe scene has been fully destroyed. Oh, we do have a double time. Giving all of our infantry units +1 movement range as well as some extra firepower. Get some good shots over there. Finish with some units. Recon heading down south. Mech, anti-air infantry. And she does have her own artillery piece on the field. Double taps that mech there. And the infantry unit gets hit as well. Looks like this tank could be ranged by this tank. Recon heading down south. We'll finish off the 4 infantry unit there. Good shots there. Those double tap that tank there. We'll receive a shot next turn. And the artillery piece is striking the pipe seam rather than the black boat. Sam is now teched up to a medium tank. And no battle copters down the field, which I somewhat understand why Sami's not going for him, though my 10% is not too terrible. Though I'm sort of surprised Adder's not gone for a battle copter. Battlecopter, tank, recon. So, first battlecopter now in the field. Mech finished off the pipe scene. Mech gets a great strike down the recon, though that mech is an artillery range. Good double tap there in the tank down south, and we'll machine gun it down. Next turn, we may see multiple property flips for Sami. He's thought of it. We do got a nice chain of mechs being deployed up here. Adder starts for 85,000 versus 101 with his day-to-day income. He is only roughly equal to his opponent. Now we do have a side slip activated once again. Strikes the mech and we'll gun it down. Tank will strike the tank up north. Recon head to the center. Battlecopter, infantry, and recon. And we'll get a good strike up there. Sami's now pushing forward with 2 medium tanks while Adder's gaining these known battlecopters. Tank, recon, infantry. Okay, so that one unit there. Looks like this property will be flipped next turn. And we've still got this city over here despicably neutral. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. Sami's turn. We've got one of her properties being flipped here, and don't think there's anything in range to stop it other than this ain't here. Medium tank will strike vertical infantry there rather than medium tank because it was out of vision range. That's one reason why you may want to push forward other units. That medium tank is also in range of the artillery piece, so that medium tank is going to take a pretty nasty hit. Adder now has his power, so he could pop his power to get additional firepower. Yep, he will to strike that medium tank. Battlecopter does strike the mech up north. Nothing to stop the battlecopter. Battlecopter, infantry. Good shot there in the tank. Medium tank could push forward at 5 health. This medium tank can also push forward to get a good shot on in. And Sami almost has enough for a full victory march, which could be very devastating. Medium tank strikes the artillery. Regular tank strikes the tank. And victory march is available. She will not be popping this turn. Fine for the next turn. Goes for mech tank. Does strike the infantry unit there and hits that unit there. Artillery slowly punching down that ain't here. Let's see. Oh god, multiple projects being captured down south against Sami. Sami doesn't have too much infantry at the moment to try to do a victory march, so maybe we're gonna not to go for victory march. Oh, she does go for a victory march. That's gonna be a little bit difficult. This unit, of course, we know she'll get trapped. Good strike on the mech. Mech's at least getting some great damage done as a consolation prize. Does have this infantry unit there spotted, so knows can't get that property captured. A very powerful infantry play that's this turn, but I don't think it's fully worth it. And will not go for a flip there. I would have gone for the flip. Infantry, anti-air, infantry, battlecopter. And this black boat still exists, but I'm surprised it didn't just go for a flip there. That probably would have been better. As I mentioned, got a flip there against Sami. Does find the infantry unit there in the woods. Battlecopters up north starting to reign supreme. Got one anti-air all the way back at spawn. Recon Neo-Tank infantry. Neo-Tank infantry. Adder pops his power. Recon reconnoitering. Trying to flip the despicable neutral property. Does spot the mech. And we'll finish off that mech there. Anti-air is in range of the battlecopter. Nice early pick there. And let's try to flip this HQ. Will take a bit of time. Tank infantry. Does get some good strikes up north. Neo-Tank will range the regular tank there. ATR will strike one of the battlecopters. Tank on tank violence. Neo-Tank gets a good strike there and takes out the infantry unit there. Mech, ATR infantry. Neo-Tank push way forward. It is out of range of the medium tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if the recon is out of range, it will not be a range to the Neo-Tank. There's good shots there. Triple tanks. Does get trapped there. Pretty important trap for denies when these 8 battlecopters are going down. I mentioned the other one's still not spotted. Gets some good damage. 2 medium tanks there, protected by an artillery, so if Neo Tank pushes too far forward, it will regret it. Tank anti-air infantry. Do now have a side slip. Trying to flip some properties. Right now, the adder does have 3,000 income lead. Good shots there. Does take out the artillery there. Neo Tank could be struck by the medium tank. Possible victory march next turn. But maybe the turn following. Anti-air recon infantry. Medium tank decides not to strike the Neo tank. It is on top of a city there, so not only get repairs, but also good defense. Got some good strikes there. No superpower for Sami. Good shot there on that recon. Takes out that recon as well. Neo-Tank infantry. We got a victory march available. Made a good headway on the right side of the map. Does get trapped there. Hits that infantry unit there. Medium tank strikes Neo-Tank. Regular tank strikes Neo-Tank. Takes out the spotter. Neo-Tank strikes regular tank. Battlecopter infantry, infantry. So probably going to see victory march next turn. We will see the side slip. Get some good strikes up north. Neotank infantry forward. And the Neotank will finish off that infantry unit there. Battlecopter, tank, recon, infantry. And we've got a full victory march now. One infantry unit there could go to this property and capture it. Though if there is an opening, it could make its way to the comm tower. Decides not to make its way to the comm tower. This one can if the tank was out of the way. Mech will strike the tank there. Does get trapped. Not a big surprise. Mech, tank, and battlecopter. Does not get out that infantry unit there. Battlecopter, interior, tank, infantry. Medium tank does fall back. Neotank is in range of the Neotank, just out of vision range. Falls back to the forest. Tank, recon, infantry, or mech unit. Good picks over there. Good strike there. Battlecopter, recon, infantry, infantry. Lots of good picks. Takes out the interior there. Do have another side slip available. Tank, infantry, infantry. Another side slip has been popped. Next one will cost 43,000. Similar cost to the next force march. Takes out that tank there, trying to go for a property flip. Neotank managed to strike Neotank. That's not looking good, though, and it's also not top of 3 defense stars. Yep, having that Neotank first struck there is quite massive. The medium tank's also over here at 6 health. So it's gonna have a bit of trouble versus Neotank. Pulls back those units up north. Sorry about that, hit my scroll wheel. Mech, infantry, infantry. Trying to put some more properties. Addis at 22,000 income. Tank, infantry. Sami says 16. She's really starting to fall behind the capture game. She's only flipped one property to a victory march, so she's not been making great usage of the superpower, honestly. But she has been making good usage of her mechs and even the regular power and the increased capabilities to get from it. Adder's turn. Interior will take out the battlecopter. Neotank will strike regular tank. Does get trapped in the regular tank, which is quite important. That tank does not spot the Neotank, but it's on top of its own city, so it will have good spotting. Medium tank, tank, and infantry. Interior will take out, or does not take out the battlecopter. Barely survived there. Finish off that outlying tank. And starting to gun down some more outlying tanks on the left side as well. And it does... Oh! Victory march. A little bit of a later victory march. Possible property capture here. This one's out of range of everything. One property flip. Gets a good shot there. Second flip there. She needs as many flips as possible. Triple flips. Tank, infantry, infantry. Now they have equal income. So another side slip activated. We'll strike the interior. Tank gets struck there. Mech getting hit. It is pretty close to the anti-air there. It does have vision of the anti-air. So one of those battlecruisers is likely to be going down next turn. Mech gets struck as well. Oh! Oh, what unit got ran on field there? Well, I guess that was a T-copter? Can't remember what it was. Does not take out the battlecopter there. New tank falls back to HQ. We'll surround it, at least from some sides. Goes for infantry and Neo tank. That was a good trap there. Good strike on the anti-air. Tank will finish off the anti-air there, which is important, though we do have another battlecopter nearby for anti-air purposes. And now added forward a good number of tanks and a medium tank there. And it's 137,000. Sami starts from 92, so she's about 2 turns behind at the moment. And looks like Sami does go ahead and resign this hand grade, saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to next replay.